Hey guys, so for this video, I'll be unboxing Winner's second studio album, Every Day. It took me a little bit of time to get this. I'll explain later why if you're interested, and I'll talk about my review and all of that throughout the video. This is like this almost the size of a jewel case. And like I do with all my videos, I like making size comparisons. So compared to a jewel case, this is how big the album is. So it is almost the size of a jewel case, but it's like it basically is the size of a jewel case. It's just a little bit, tiny bit bigger, right here, and obviously it has a jewel case. So here are the sides. So you get some info with YG, track list. I like when an album has a track list. And okay, so one of the downsides of this, it's like if you grab this like this, it's gonna fall out. So you have to grab it like this. So here's the cover again. Actually, I think the cover was supposed to be right here, but no, slipcase. So quick commentary before I start showing what this looks like inside. These slipcases, they can get damaged really easily. Obviously, with where like this becomes scratched and everything, which is another downside. But these, the glue, this glue right here, that puts this thing together, that wears off and it comes off, and it's really annoying. It happened with, oh, and I know it's not the same packaging, with my Shiny Sherlock album. Yeah, this is why I don't like slipcases. The only like positive thing about this slipcase is that you get like a detachable book. Okay, so I'll start with the disc first. I like how this disc looks like. It's the back. I don't like how they have new names. I know they had them since last year. Was it maybe even the year before? They did the same thing with Icon. I just think they look really silly. Except for Mino, like his didn't change. And one thing I would say, like, I don't get why people call him Mino. Like, I know it, I don't know. It's just so cringy to hear people call him Mino, but his name is Mino, not Mino. Especially if you're like a hardcore, like, inner circle, like if you're calling him that, like. So here it is. There's nothing on the back. It's just your standard jewel case. Usually, for a lot of these albums that are like with the slip jewel case thing, they have like special little things inserted onto the jewel case. Then you get this little pack. I almost called it like a starter pack, but it is kind of like a starter pack for like a bunch of, never mind. But if you understand what I'm saying, you get it. But you get little goodies in here, which is kind of like a thing with like Winner albums, I guess, because they had something like this with their mini album. Forgot what it's called. The last album with Taehyun. So it comes off like this. You do get 2 photo cards, but I bought this without the photo cards for really, really cheap. Because well, now that I'm talking about why I don't have the photo card, this album is really expensive for well, this packaging is okay. It just has some little flaws with and I don't like jewel cases, so this isn't my type of packaging. But it goes for like $30 online, 27 $25. I don't know. I feel like the standard for my K-pop album is like around $21 maximum, at least for me. But I got this for like $10 without the photo card. So, and that's how much it would like cost with like if I would buy it with the photo cards and then sold them. So I was just like, but yeah, that's just for those who are curious about the price. But it did come with like everything except for the 2 photo cards. So you get stickers. Oh, actually, sorry, it's not a frame. You do get stickers. I'm not a huge fan of stickers. I don't use them, and if I were to use them, it would really irk me because I feel like uh I'm missing part of the album packaging, but that's just me. But I guess you can put this on the album cover or whatever. But if you're like these type of things. And then you get these photos. I don't know if it's the same or these are random. I think these are all the same for the specific version because I know there's 2 versions. And on the back it just says every day. Let me just double check. Actually, maybe this is the first one. And it just said, these are just kind of little postcards with each member. These are like little cute bonuses, I guess, that you can, I don't know, put on your desk. So I don't mind these things. And I think these are the lyrics. And that's another thing I like about I have a love-hate relationship with this type of packaging because I like how sometimes there's a separate photo book just for, or a pamphlet for the lyrics. So if you were to if you wanted to look at the lyrics, which I don't know who really does because you can just look it up online. And you can have them separate from the photo book because a lot of, a lot of theories behind the packaging is that well, in cable packaging, it's like you need like a certain amount of pages for like the lyrics and whatnot, making the photo book like really small. But as you can see, you are getting a bang for your buck, because this photo book is really thick. But I think majority, yeah, we'll go through it, kind of see if there's any blank pages because I look at some unboxings, but it seems for the majority, it's just way. Actually, there are some really dumb pages that are completely blank. Hopefully, this is not a reoccurring theme as we continue. Because, like, this, like, I don't get it. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, what's the point of this picture? Like this one, yeah, these are okay. Like, if you have, like a collage of photos. I would even give these a pass, too. Like, when it takes, like, the whole page and it's an image. And I like this concept, like, okay, back to this. Like, I don't know why, I feel like some fans should, like, complain, or maybe they already complained about it to YG, but what's the point of, like, pictures like these? Okay, and then you get some English, let's read it. Love is not about how many days, weeks, and months we've been together. It's all about how we love each other every day. Okay. Seems like YG's really obsessed with calendars and winter. Like, they've been really focusing on advertising the number 4. like a rebranding, which I don't mind. Because even the title of this album, where it says every day, they even have a 4 on it. And on the disc, you get like a calendar type of thing. Calendar theme. But yeah, like I was saying, I love this style on them. If you watch some of my unboxings for, I don't know if both of the photo books for the singles they released were bad, but I'm pretty sure I vividly remember not liking the second single they released, the physical version. That photo book is whack. Like, I don't know why they do them dirty like that. I don't know if it was the same case for the really, really photo book, but I feel like this fits them really well. And I know I've been a K-pop fan for a long time, so I'm used to ridiculous outfits, but it just did not even, they were not even pulling them off. They were just too ridiculous. But these are outfits I would wear personally. They look comfortable and they're nice. Yeah, I love this. I love this vibe. I love this. So kudos to whoever styled them for this comeback, because I really like what they did with this. And I like that they're dancing more too. Even though it's not like a hard dance, but I appreciate a little dance here and there. And it definitely fits their brand, I guess. Let me see. I think this is how it originally came. But this is why I don't like. Okay, one tip for those who are starting to get K-pop albums, or maybe have them already. Usually put one or two of the items first, and then put something last, because sometimes it's just, oh, I put it backwards again. I think because if you try to put it all inside at the same time, that's how that glue comes off, and it's really annoying. So I think this is how it's supposed to look like. Yeah, I think this is how it's supposed. So comment down. I forgot which version this is called. Does it say anywhere if it's like the day, or I don't know. But comment down below, because I don't remember what this version. The black one, and there's a blue one. This is the black one. So packaging wise, this is I'll rate it out of 10. This is like a 7 for me. And I'm giving it a stretch, because usually jewel cases are like 5 for me. Like, I don't like jewel cases because they're just so easy to get damaged. But right now I am preferring smaller albums due to space. So that's just case by case. If you have a lot of space, then you would get the bigger version or a special edition, because usually they're bigger. But it's a jewel case, and it's also a slip case. So I would have preferred if they continued their packaging that they had for their first mini album. That was good packaging, because that box, even though box packagings are sometimes like hit or miss as well, and it also had a jewel case, but it was well protected, and this isn't that well protected. So yeah, that wasn't this packaging is good, but I feel like it really could have benefited from a box for it to protect. And there was a sturdy box too, like it didn't even come off like easily, because sometimes box packaging let's see, I have Super Juniors, like it comes off really easily, which can be like pretty bad, because then you're gonna your stuff is gonna fall if you drop the album. But some some albums, like their first mini, that packaging was really sturdy. And their first studio album, I think, is my heaviest K-pop album ever. Well, discounting my complete collection of Toho Shinki in Japan. That's like my heaviest album. But yeah, that's kind of my gist on the packaging. So 7 out of 10. Okay, now for kind of like reviewing this album, which is why, another reason why it took me a while. I was one of those people that absolutely hated Every Day. I dragged that song on Twitter, and maybe on YouTube comments, but not necessarily insulting the members, but just expressing how much I disliked the song. And when I first heard it, this is kind of, I guess, like a little story time, kind of. When I first heard it and I started listening to the autotune, I did not finish the song. I was like, I am not listening to this. I'm not here for like a trap autotune mess that has been a trend here in the US on a K-pop song. I don't listen to that type of music that much. Obviously, if it's done well, I can listen to a song that has a certain amount of autotune, like Kesha's, like, making like a example, like Kesha's first studio album had a lot of autotune, but like it was done well, at least for me. So I hated the song. I did not even finish listening to it the first time I listened to it. Then I checked out the album, because usually when albums come out, I watch the music video, listen to the song a bunch of times, then check out the album on Spotify or on YouTube, kind of go track by track. And what I first do is like I listen to parts of the songs, and then see if I see a reoccurring theme, because sometimes an album has a concept in terms of sound. This album does have some of that, which I do like when albums are cohesive and it's just not like a bunch of random sounding songs. Like, it all kind of connects. So that's a plus for Winners' second studio album. But when I first heard it, since I think maybe it was because I disliked this Every Day so much at first, I listened to every single song and I felt like I didn't like them either, which is, I feel like such a hypocrite for like not even giving it like a full listen. And I was just so disappointed. I was like, I am not buying this. I kept saying I was not gonna buy it. I maybe even mentioned in a video how much I disliked the song, that I was not gonna buy that Winner album. And yeah, so it did not even pass, because sometimes I don't like the singles for albums, and I do like the album as a whole for some groups, because usually I do like the title track the most. But in this case, they didn't convince me with the other songs. A month later, probably, I think I don't know, I probably listened to it on a live stage, or maybe on somebody's ranking of like top monthly songs or something like that. And the chorus started like, repeating in my head, and I would randomly be like, every day, like the song. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to it a few more times, and then it kept being like featured on other channels that I randomly follow, or whenever I try to check for people's like opinions on stuff, it probably was in one of someone's video. Then I ended up loving it. Like, it's I made a video a couple of days ago about my favorite songs for the first half of 2018 in terms of K-pop, and it did make it into my list. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a really, really fun song. Yeah, I don't mind the autotune anymore. And then I gave the album more of a listen. It's actually pretty good. So thank goodness I changed my mind. I gave it a second chance, and I ended up liking it a lot. Some of the other songs in here do have autotune. So like I said, it has a like a theme or in terms of sound. And the songs are really upbeat as well, which is something I like in Winner, because the first half of their discography, well, well, technically their discography is when they had 5 members, was more ballad, pop ballad, R&B, with some hip hop influence because of Mino's like solo songs. So they really had more mid tempo songs, more acoustic, like in singer songwriter vibe, in their early stages and their discography. And then when they had 4 members, when Taehyun left the group, they changed to a more dance pop. I would call it more of like an indie pop sound too, because they don't go too hard with like dancing or electronic sounds. I don't know how to explain it, which I like. It's such a different feel in K-pop, which is why Winner is one of those groups that I always look forward to listening to, whenever they announce a comeback, because I know they're not your typical, well, first of all, they're not your typical YG group, because their concepts are so clean, like in terms of just the music videos are really clean. Their outfits, they're usually wearing suits in their and their music videos and their performances. And whenever they do something kind of weird in terms of style, it still has like a vibe that is just for them, which I really like, that they develop their own kind of space musically. But yeah, I'm really, really proud of them. I feel bad that I didn't like their album at first, but hey, it happens to everyone. And I'm glad that I was able to change my mind, because I was like, I was so upset that I was kind of giving up on them. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with this comeback for Winner. I don't think they're gonna come back this year, make another comeback this year. If you do know if they're going to or not, please comment down below. But I really doubt it. But I'm for sure that iKON is gonna make another comeback, because YG kept teasing about the music video. But you never know with YG anymore. But yeah, I'm glad that I've been able to keep up with the releases, in terms of their Korean discography, and kind of like what I hope to see from them. I hope to continue with this style, because it fits them really well. It just fits them like a glove. I don't think they should change it too much, because I don't think they should change it too much, because they're not a concept group. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, I expect groups like, let me think, like Super Junior. Like Super Junior to change it up whenever they release like a lead single. Obviously it has a Super Junior feel, but like they change up like the concept, the sound, and they explore a lot more. And I don't think it's that necessary with Winner, because I feel like what they put out fits their personality in a way. I don't see them as a concept group, and I like having a different type of vibe from a group in K-pop, especially because a lot of groups are sounding the same. Like a lot of groups are going for the BTS sound. And it is a really hit or miss for me. Like, imitation is a really high form of flattery, I guess, but like, yeah, it's like I'm not trying to listen to a BTS song being remade, or people going too hard on the dancing. Yeah, I'm not about that. So, anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'm really looking forward for the summer comebacks, and yeah, I will be unboxing 101's album "Promise You," which might be I'm not necessarily controversial, but a little negative. But I try to be as honest as possible with my videos. So yeah, if you want to look out for that, want to watch that, then I'll be uploading it soon. But yeah, bye guys.